6:30. Tonight, a new installment from our ongoing conversation about race and policing. It's part of an effort to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community.
Yeah, since last November, KTVU's Paul Chambers has hosted a series of barbershop forums. This is a live picture of one going on right now in Richmond. In his latest report tonight, Paul has the response of citizens and the reaction plans they're ready to put into effect in their own communities.
Those in attendance not only came to listen, they came prepared with ideas and suggestions they feel are simple and needed to better the community.
I see a lot of bullying in my community, and I want to stop that.
How I want to change the world is to stop killing.
And what I'm doing in the community is working with crime survivors as well as those that have caused harm, with healing being at the base of the work.
There's a lot of pain and fear surrounding the police department, and when we come together like during these forums, we get to talk to each other and engage with each other. We break down barriers and we come up with solutions so that we don't fear each other as much.
Others say a community that works together to support one another is key.
More times than a few do I hear that there is not anything going on in our communities. There's lots going on in our communities. We need to show up.
We have become more reliant on government officials, government monies to be the community, and we are the community, and community means reaching out, reach one and teach one and helping each other.
Some Oakland police officers say they're already reaching out as the department recruits those they hope will be the future leaders through their Explorer program.
When I tell them, oh, I'm an Oakland Police Explorer, many get that mindset of saying, oh, so you're trained to kill people. And I'm just like, no, I'm trained to help the community.
For another woman, bridging the gap towards a better community is a personal issue.
This no snitching stuff has to stop. Listen.
Danielle New lost both of her sons to gun violence on the streets of Oakland 3 weeks apart.
In order to take back our community, people with information have to say something.
What are we in law enforcement doing wrong where snitching is so powerful on the streets that they can't come to law enforcement? Where do we come up short where people won't come to us and tell us what's going on?
If somebody shoot my friend, I'm going to say something. You're protecting the killer if you don't.
The pain still needs to be addressed. And so there's a lot of trauma there. And so being able to create spaces so that we can build family and build community.
With the 7th barbershop discussion in the books, we revisited some of the people who've attended and taken part in past forums.
This last one we did was very inclusive. It allowed more community to get involved. It also allowed more community to have a say-so.
The sheer number of people that was there really stood out. And when you pan the audience, it just wasn't people from the community. It was politicians. It was chiefs from various law enforcement agencies.
We've done 7 of these. Have you learned anything on the way?
The community care. The community will support law enforcement if law enforcement is legitimate and we show transparency. I think just the authentic conversations help the community see that we are legitimate in regards to what we're trying to accomplish.
What do you think people are getting from this? Do you think it's working? Do you think this is exactly what this community needs in the community of the Bay Area?
I think it's exactly what it needs. I think the more dialogue we can have from the community with police leaders, community leaders is extremely important.
The monthly barbershop conversations will continue, and I asked each man what they want others to take away from the forums.
We are officers who actually care about our community, and it's not us against them.
Enough is enough. Let's see, can we form some resolution and bring about a positive change in our community? So I think being vocal in that and being seen in that is good for the community.
When something goes bad, it's easy to point a finger or it's easy to fracture. But if we really want to get things accomplished, we have to come together and discuss.
By building bridges and trust, one conversation at a time. Paul Chambers, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And we have a special 1-hour program on race relations coming up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on KTVU+. Be sure to tune in. It is hosted by Dave Clark and Gassia Mikaelian.